Right now, there are about 1,000 trillion ants walking on the planet. Some reach speeds of about 1,000 feet per hour. Slow in our world. But scale it down, and that's 16 times faster than an ant-sized human would be able to walk. They can carry up to 20 times their own body weight, the equivalent of an average male human lifting a car and carrying it into the neighboring state without a break. But it's their teamwork that's truly impressive. Ants work cooperatively to overcome and eat much larger insects. In fact, they'll eat almost anything, even small reptiles, amphibians, or mammals. But alone, they are vulnerable. Like an alien landscape, huge craters pockmark the jungle floor. Huge if you're an ant. These craters are actually giant pitfall traps, and buried at the bottom of each one, a monster lies in wait. Inspiring horror scenes in sci-fi movies, these predatory larvae are called antlions. Not fast enough to chase its prey, the antlion puts its energy into construction instead. And then waits. Its precision-engineered conical pit has such steep sides that the lightest touch starts a landslide. This ant was lucky. The lightning-quick jaws of death are normally not so forgiving. Antlions possess huge sickle-like mandibles with several sharp teeth-like projections. These jaws are hollow, and like hypodermic needles, they pierce their victim to suck the fluids out of their body. Stiff hairs face forwards, anchoring it in the sand. Jaws open. All it needs to do now is wait. This ant is blundering toward a slippery slope. The ground gives way under its feet. And soon, it's at the bottom of the pit, surrounded by steep slopes. The antlion launches shovel loads of sand at its staggering victim, hoping it will slip within reach. The ant makes a desperate bid to escape, but an avalanche throws it right back into the kill zone. The antlion creates these sand explosions by snapping its body, jerking its head in a lightning-fast upward motion, sweeping the prey down again toward its waiting jaws. Finally, it's in the perfect position for the kill. The mandibles snap closed on any part of the ant, immobilizing it. Now the real horror show begins. The antlion uses the same snapping motion to shake the victim violently. Battered, the helpless victim's fate is sealed. With no mouthparts for chewing, the antlion uses unique hollow jaws to inject toxins to liquefy the prey's innards. The ant is finally pulled into a shallow grave where it is sucked dry. Strung between the branches of the jungle canopy, these delicate fibers defy science. They're the largest and strongest webs in the world, spanning up to 6 feet across. And they are specifically designed to foil speed. A line of insect husks act as an aerial warning to any small birds that might fly by. The web is stronger than steel and Kevlar, but far more flexible. It is the envy of the industrial age. No one has yet replicated spider silk, despite 2 decades of intensive scientific effort. The architect of these webs, the golden orb spider, lies in wait at the edge. Her long legs testing the tension for telltale signs of her next meal. But she doesn't use her speed to kill. She uses the speed of her prey to kill. Once a flying insect hits the web, the vibrations alert her to the latest victim. Her web is made of 2 types of silk. Stiff, dry strands are the structural fibers, holding it all together. These are the ones she walks on. And thinner, stickier spiral threads trap the prey. Unlike any other natural or man-made fibers, the silk has the ability to soften or stiffen to withstand different types of loads put on it. Amazingly, the spider is even able to adjust the intensity of the color of its silk relative to background light levels. The better to foil insect vision. There's even architecture to attract insects. Bright white zigzag patterns reflect ultraviolet light like flowers do. It's the promiscuous females that are the web builders. The males are freeloaders, so tiny in comparison that they can live on the web, steal her food, even inseminate her, without her noticing. The giant female is usually mounted while distracted with a new prey item. Spider silk starts off as liquid protein produced by a gland in the female's abdomen. Using her spinnerets, she forces these protein molecules through long ducts, which rearrange their molecular structure, turning them into the solid golden silk that this spider gets her name from. Scientists simply can't replicate this process or product as well as the spider does. Artificial spinning methods, even genetic engineering and stem cell attempts have all shown limited results. If they ever do succeed, spider silk could become standard in thousands of products, from seatbelts and bulletproof vests to suspension bridge wires and even artificial tendons and ligaments. But until then, it's a spider exclusive. Even if some guests don't always stick around for the meal, or help themselves to a free lunch. There are worse fates for the golden orb spider. With the right aerial attack, it too can become someone's dinner. The jungle nights bring a whole new host of new creatures out of hiding. Winged mammals take to the skies in their millions, keeping the insect populations in check. But the larger animals of the jungle also have reason to fear for their lives when the sun disappears. Right at the top of the food chain, a spotted coat makes for super effective, but not foolproof camouflage. These ambush predators can leap 20 feet in a single bound. But leopards prefer to take advantage of the dark. In the daylight, their playing field is fair. Getting close is hard work. Sometimes dangerous work. Chacma baboons are fierce fighters, capable of bursts of speed to match the leopard. Both have been clocked at 35 miles per hour. Sentries are posted and scan the area for any further signs of trouble. The leopard can only watch as the baboons forage in the open clearings. It can't risk another daylight confrontation with the troop. But its time is coming. The scales are about to be tipped brutally in its favor. As the day dies, fear is given life. Baboons have poor night vision. They're vulnerable on the ground. It's time to think about a safe place to spend the night. The treetops are their refuge. But this safe haven is an illusion. Leopards are designed for climbing. Longer, exceptionally muscular hind limbs provide the major thrust for jumps from narrow branches, while the shorter forelimbs have shoulder blades positioned to the side to provide space for better climbing. Pound for pound, the leopard is the strongest climber of all the big cats. And he prefers to hunt in darkness. It's the time of the leopard now. Moonlight can betray this big cat, but with his dark adapted eyes, he still has the upper hand. Leopards have an uncanny ability to move without making a sound. Slow, meticulous placement of his feet edge him closer to the baboon's roost. And when the moon disappears, the baboons are practically blind. Thick pads under the cat's paws act as silencers. Baboons don't have a clue which direction the attack will come from. The leopard launches his attack from the trees in a murderous aerial ballet. In seconds, the safe haven of the canopy is busted wide open. The final leap, a reach with extended claws and a killer bite to the back of the neck, and it's all over. The rest of the troop can do nothing but sound the alarm and retreat to the surrounding trees. Tonight belongs to the leopard.